Hey, what's up everyone? So I just did a recap of what happened with these elite boosts. So short, sweet, the elite boost happened and they got activated in some of these dungeons and now making these dungeons, unbearable to some players. So for people that don't know, the elite boosts are those purple auras around the monsters and certain units and towers, giving them stat bonuses upwards of 50% extra HP and around 30 or so percent extra attack and damage output or things like that. So again, they make the missions a lot more challenging. They just recently did a balance adjustment with these dungeon missions, and now again I'm looking personally for feedback on which dungeon missions now you think are too difficult, too easy. I haven't heard people say things are too easy anymore. Of course, the first couple ones are very, very simple and very easy, but more of looking for missions and dungeons that you guys think are just too hard right now. You know, and very too difficult. I've heard a lot that this mission, the Crypt of the Living Dead, is unbearable now with the elite boost active. You can see it's giving 903 medals for beating it, which is a huge amount of medals. So please post in the comments down here which missions are you having a lot of trouble with, which missions seem unbeatable. And one of the things that really, really sucks on these is that you have to get 100% to get the actual reward. Just doing the missions and not getting 100%, you just get this base gold and these, base medals. Some of them, you don't get all of it if you don't get 100%. There is a bonus first time clear amount right here, which is going to be a huge amount of gold for Vein of Gold 22. And you only get that if you get 100%, and then you can only unlock the next dungeon if you get 100% as well. So you can't even start digging to the next dungeon unless you get 100%. So over here, we would have to get 100% and then we get a special legendary item. So of course, this is definitely worthwhile to try and go after. But you can see it already has an initial high cost of 571, and now with all these people boosted and insanely powerful, getting through this is going to cost you a lot of gems. Is it unbeatable? No, it's not unbeatable. You can do it, but does it seem a little unfair that it's costing 100 to 150 gems to potentially beat a level now? That is the question. And so, what missions are you having? Insane amount of difficulty. We are currently level 79. We haven't tried this one yet. Have no reason to really go for it and attack. But yeah, what are some of the hard and possible missions right now in your eyes? Of course, there is always the aspect of you just need to level up to get stronger. But once you get around level 60 to 65, the leveling starts to go really, really slow. And you kind of don't really progress anymore as a king. So you're kind of stopped right there. And if you can't really beat most of these missions around the 60s or 70s level range, you're probably never going to be able to beat the missions without using a ton of gems or scrolls. So again, please post which missions you think are extremely overpowered right now, and we can pass this along forward to Flare Games. They do watch and listen and take your feedback into strong consideration, and we'll have to see how things go